The Yankees can't stop hitting home runs. They now have 15 home runs in 3 games. That ties an MLB record to start a season. And not only are these new torpedo-style bats legal, but the Yankees hired a PhD from MIT who came up with them. This guy is a literal genius. All right, so this is Aaron Leonhardt. You probably have never heard of this guy. He goes by Lenny to the players, but he is a literal genius. I mean, this guy has a PhD in physics from MIT. He also has a Nobel Prize for being part of a NASA-funded research team that achieved the lowest temperature ever by cooling sodium gas. He was a professor for 7 years, and then in 2017, he just said, screw it, I want to coach baseball. Leonhardt literally started at a community college in Montana. The Yankees then found him and hired him in 2018, and he started in their minor league system before rising the ranks to become sort of the liaison between the analytics department and the players last year. In this role, Leonhardt literally had his hands on everything. That includes preparing reports for the players with pitching matchups and defensive strategies before every series. He worked with the pitchers using 3D motion capture technology to increase their spin rate and help them with tunneling, which is essentially the idea that 2 different pitches should be thrown from the same arm location to confuse the hitters. He also worked with hitters to improve their exit velocity and swing pass so they could hit more home runs. And when Leonhardt was analyzing all these swings, he noticed that quite a few players were actually making more contact with the ball closer to the logo than the barrel of the bat. That's when he came up with the idea for these torpedo-style bats. Now, these bats are from Kevin Smith, who used to play for the Yankees. This is one of his bats from the Oakland A's, and this is from the Yankees right here. You can see the barrel is clearly bigger on this top one than down here because the wood was shifted over. Now, this gives the players a couple of distinct advantages. Not only are you able to make better contact with the ball based on your specific swing, but the weight is closer to the handle, giving you increased bat speed as well. And while no one has tried this over the last 150 years, it is perfectly legal. That's because Major League Baseball only has 3 rules when it comes to their bats. Number 1, the bat must be made from one single piece of wood. Number 2, it can be no more than 2.61 inches in diameter at its thickest part. And number 3, the bat cannot exceed 42 inches in length.